Okay, so in this video I want to show you how to have Praat return different kinds of F0 quantities, like average F0, highest F0, and so forth. So I have this sound here that I've opened in Praat. Let's create a text grid. So I'm going to create a text grid. So here I'm going to have two tiers, words, and then I'm going to name one of the tiers F0. I type F0 again here because I want F0, that is the tier named F0, to be a point tier. So I can click OK, and now let's hit Shift to select the sound and the text grid together, and click on View and Edit. And um, here we are, and let's set down an interval here. This is roughly considering, probably,
Considering
so considering. So there we have an interval marked, and suppose I want to find out the average F0 over this interval. So over the duration of the word, considering what is the average F0. I can do that by going to pitch, get pitch, or notice you can also use the keyboard shortcuts listed to the right. And you can see now it's saying that the mean pitch in selection, that is the highlighted selection considering, is about 105 Hertz. Now, if I visually inspect this, it looks like the average might be around here, and yes, that's pretty close to 105 Hertz. So that's how you find the average F0 in an interval. I can also find the minimum or maximum pitch. So if we find a maximum pitch, um, I have that interval highlighted, that is the word over the word considering. I'm going to click on Get Maximum Pitch, and it tells me it's about 126 Hertz. And indeed, if I click around here and we go to the right, yes, that's around 126 Hertz. I can do the same thing and kind of similar kind of thing and also get the minimum pitch here. Alright, so another thing I might want to do is suppose I'm interested in finding out when in time this peak in F0 occurs, and also how high is it. So that might be the kind of thing I would want to mark on a point here, because the highest F0 that's going to occur, that's like a particular event that occurs at a particular instant. So it's not like a peak over a duration of time, but it occurs at a particular point in time. So what I can do is rather than trying to manually guess approximately where that time point is, I can select this little interval in this area and then go to pitch and say move cursor to maximum pitch. And you can see now it's at 0.263470 seconds, and I'm exactly where the peak is. I'm currently in this interval, the F0 point tier, so if I just hit enter, it'll set down a mark here in this point tier. I could label it as something like F0 peak, for instance. Um, One thing I'll mention is if I just click at a particular point in time and I go to pitch, get pitch, it will just return the estimated F0 at that particular point in time. So here, that's around approximately 90 Hertz. You can see, indeed, on the right here, it also said it's around 90 Hertz. So I've shown you how to have Praat return the average F0 using get pitch if you have an interval selected, or over an interval you can also get the minimum or maximum pitch. You can also select a region and have Praat move the cursor to the minimum or maximum pitch in that region, and then mark where that is, as we've done here. Later on we'll also see how we can use scripts to return information about what's going on at particular time points. So here, for instance, I could have a script help me return that at the particular marks I've made here, and let's do the same thing here. Let's try to find the peak in this point. So pitch, move cursor to maximum pitch, and let's mark that to. So I could have an I could have a script help me return what the F0 values are at these 2 points, and also what time points these occur at. So that we'll see later, but for now you have an idea of how to get Praat to return these various F0 quantities.